I want to call your attention to a very important issue that is facing the Jewish people this week. It touches on our Parsha, as our Parsha, Moshe speaks to the people of Israel and recalls their scouting out the land of Israel before they entered and being afraid. Well, things that are happening in Israel are a cause for great concern at this time. One of the issues that Israel faces is what to do with people who came from the former Soviet Union, whose Jewish status is questioned. In an attempt to address that issue, the member of Knesset, David Rotem, has created a bill to determine conversion and how it can be done. Although the problem is a legitimate one, there are other ways that it can be addressed. Rotem's bill does something that's very problematic. It gives unprecedented authority to the chief rabbinate and to ultra-Orthodox parties to determine conversion not only in Israel, but in ways that will affect the entire Jewish diaspora. The Jewish community in this country has expressed its concerns. It had been reassured by Prime Minister Netanyahu that this bill would not go forward to the Knesset, and he appointed Natan Sharansky, the head of the Jewish Agency, to be his connecting to the diaspora on this issue. Well, despite those good efforts and assurances, the bill seems to be going forward. There was a meeting this week. The bill was heard in a committee, and it passed. That committee will now go on to readings before the Knesset with a reasonable chance that it will get passed. Natan Sharansky, in addressing the committee, spoke about how serious this bill could be for impacting negatively the relationship between the State of Israel and the Jewish diaspora. He spoke of the irony that during this month of Av, when we recall the destruction of the ancient temple in Jerusalem, caused, the rabbis say, by sinat chinam, by the hatred between different factions of the Jewish people, that such a bill should be going forward. His language was strong. He said that the bill, quote, literally declares war on the Jewish people, unquote. Sharansky is a serious person. He uses language carefully. He is deeply disturbed. It's our responsibility to get a message to the State of Israel about how seriously we are concerned about this. Think about our friends, think about members of our family who've converted to Judaism, and what this could say about their status vis-a-vis the State of Israel. I appreciate the great work done by Rabbi Julie Schoenfeld, the Executive Vice President of our Rabbinical Assembly, to raise this issue together with others like Jerry Silverman, who is the CEO of the Jewish Federations of North America, who are all deeply concerned in expressing it. We need you, members of our congregation, people you know, people who have influence on Israel, to write and express concerns. Attached, you'll find more information about this issue, and you will find a sample letter that you can write to Prime Minister Netanyahu to express your concern. We also appreciate the great work done by the Masorti movement, our movement in Israel, who is working on this and in general providing alternative versions, approaches to a Judaism that is modern and democratic and traditional as well. In our portion, Moses says to the people, reminding them the importance of establishing fair judges, he says, Ushaftem tzedek ben ish uvein achiv uvein gero, that you shall judge righteously between a person and their fellow and the stranger. The word there for ger, stranger, is also the word we use for convert. We have a responsibility to make sure that judgment is fair at this time. And so in the spirit of this week's Parsha, we ask for your immediate action. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.